better is a plus for you. When you see their gifts as a competition, you're bound to fail. When we see young people, he did, she did, you did the dishes 3 times, I have to do the laundry. Everything is shared, and you are partners.
No one's keeping score.
Nobody keeps score. If I'm better at keeping the books, but he's better at fixing the house, I don't want to be the one fixing the house. That is a plus for you. You're not in competition with each other in a relationship. Anything that the one does better blesses the other one.
Been together 28 years.
Well,
Married 28
years. Together longer.
In a marriage, when couples compete, nobody wins. Everybody loses when a couple competes.
Yes.
And I know you're thinking like, what do you mean by compete? You know, I think in today's society, first of all, our women are taught to compete with men, to act like men, to operate in that masculine, and that works great in corporate America or on the job or wherever. It does not work very well in the home. And I think also men are taught this in this day and age that they have to not compete for anything, not assert themselves, and the only way to show emotion is through the way women show emotion, and that is not great. When a woman goes to work, she competes all day. It's very difficult to come home and then shut it off. And when a man is not taught to compete and not taught to assert himself, it's hard for him to come into the home and for him to lead properly. So when you compete in a relationship, it throws off everything. You create a tug of war. That's what I call it, tug of war. It's a power struggle back and forth. Instead of acting like you're on the same team, you guys are acting like you're on opposite teams. We got the same jersey on. Yeah, it becomes adversarial. So that's not going to work at home. The kids are not going to flourish. It's going to be a whole problem.
And you see this like if you go to a barbecue, a cookout, you're hanging out at a friend's house, and you know that you can feel that it's a tension. It's like an underlying tension between the couple. Like you hear these little sly remarks because they are in that competitive state, and it's that underlying tension. You're like, oh snap, here come Marcus and Chantel. You know, they go, like in your mind, you know that there's going to be a little bit of underlying drama because there is that competitive edge to that relationship, and it's just unhealthy. It's a party pooper.
I call it slick dissing. Like you slick dissing, like you being slick, but you really dissing your partner. And you doing that. And so what happens when that happens? It stalls productivity in the home. The productivity in the home goes down. By productivity, I mean the way the home operates,
right?
The way what makes the home efficient.
Yeah.
And so when you're competing for leadership, headship, whatever you want to call it, supremacy, domination, whatever words you want to use, it stalls the productivity of the home. And it prolongs the decision-making process. Yeah. And this is where a lot of people get frustrated at.
I agree.
The man gets frustrated because he can't make a decision because she's trying to compete against him. No, I think we should do it this way. Well, I'm going to do it this way. No, and then here's your tuck of war.
And ain't no decisions being made because we fighting.
Yeah. So you get nowhere.
You're not getting anywhere.
You absolutely get nowhere, and it becomes a whole problem.
Yeah.
And many couples divorce because of that simple reason, because somebody is you're trying to do a job that you're not meant to do, and he's doing a job that he's not meant to do. And then your productivity is down in the house. The house is a wreck. It ain't clean. The kids can't get the homework done. The dog done pooped everywhere. It's a hot mess. A home that's in disarray and stuff like that is a home that's out of order. And it's usually because mom and dad are not doing what they're supposed to be doing, and there's something between them.
I agree.
I've seen it so many times.
We see it all the time. Again, when we're coaching couples, we see it all the time. And a lot of times I'll even say this, we've had couples that try to make it seem like it's manifesting or it's happening in the kids when really it's mom and dad out of order. So if you fix them, then everything else lines up. If you fix the head and you fix the helper, then you're going to fix the whole flow of the home. So
yeah, I mean the kids, the dog,
all of it, the in-laws, whatever the other things that you want to add. ... If you fix this, starting here and here, starting with the head, but then also me fixing us, then everything else runs like a well-oiled machine. It just does.
And I think it's so weird to see a couple compete. It's just it's cringy to me.
It's uneasy, right? You're not comfortable. Like I said, you go to the barbecue and here comes Mark. Let's say we're the drama couple where we always competing, and he always got to one up me and I always got to one up him. And he talking about, you know, and it's in different ways. It can be financial. It can be relational.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I got more friends than she got, and you know, she can't keep no friends because of her attitude. Like you hear the stupidest stuff. Like, are y'all really competing over who got more friends?
Yeah.
It's the dumbest thing. Or, you know, the kids always come to me with stuff because, you know, I'm approachable, but she ain't really approachable. Or, you know, he always.
I clean more than him. If it wasn't for me, we'd be living in squalor. All that.
I love your voice.
Becky be killing me with that. Becky, hush, Becky, stop the cap. And they go back and forth like that, and it's just competing for attention, competing for sympathy, competing for all these other things, and you're losing. Everybody
loses.
So if you find yourself competing with your spouse, what do? It's real simple. Know your role. In the famous words of my guy, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, know your role and shut your hole.
Can you do the eyebrow?
I can't. I can't do it.
Am I doing it?
You look like you're having the colonoscopy.
Don't do that. A colonoscopy.
What are you doing?
Ew.
Anyway, you have to know your role. You know, you on the same team. You have to understand that. That's the first thing. We're same team, same fight.
Yeah.
And so you got to know your role. What is my job? I understand that I got to get out here and work and make sure that we got food to eat. That is not her function. She can do it, but it's not her function. And so we're okay with that. But understand that with leadership comes certain things.
Yeah.
That means that when I'm leading you, sometimes I don't have to explain it. Don't have time to explain everything. Sometimes it's like, hey, baby, we need to do this and now. But I'll explain later. That's what comes with it.
I love it. You'll be like, trust me. And then I shut my mouth. All right, got it. Because he's earned my respect and trust over years of his consistent leadership.
And for you fellas out there, not on your game, not on your square.
Okay,
Let's put that said. Not on your square. Don't expect your wife to follow you. Don't expect her to help you because you have not earned it.
Yeah.
You have not earned it. My grandfather, God rest his soul, used to say, I'll pay the cost to be the boss. He used to always say, nah, he didn't pay the cost to be the boss. Whatever. But that's what he would always say. He would always say, you know, I'll pay the cost. And there is a cost around it. There's a cost to leadership. It is not fun. It is not something that you should sign up for just at haste. It is a lot of responsibility to lead a family. And I think a lot of men don't understand. They just want to be in charge of something. Well, if you're in charge of something, guess what? You are in charge of everything.
You tell that to our coaching clients when you're talking to the gentlemen, especially like when we're doing premarital. Those are fun. You always say you just signed up for the toughest job you'll ever have in your life, and they look at you starry-eyed like, "What do you mean?" And you start breaking down what responsibilities have just been given to them, what responsibilities are expected. Like you said, somebody breaks in this house to protect.
It don't matter if they got a bazooka. I gotta at least try.
Yeah.
I can't be up under the bed. How scared I am. I can't be up under the bed. Hey, baby, they gone yet? Like I can't do that.
Yet.
I gotta go out there and I got to die for my family. That's what it is. And then people, that's extreme. No, it's not. Guess what? I gotta go out here in this world and die to myself every day. I gotta go on this job and deal with folks I don't like, a boss I may not care for, all these other things every day to make sure they got food to eat. Point blank, these lights are on. It don't matter whether I like it or not. Men die every day on their jobs. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end the video here, but y'all don't compete with one another. Y'all on the same team, same squad. I'm Shaq, she's Kobe.
Oh, I'm Kobe? Black Mamba?
Yes. So, we're on the same team. We're not going to fight against each other. I'm LeBron, she's Dwayne Wade. We're same team. And a lot of y'all out here can hardly compete. Leave that stuff in corporate America. Leave it. Like I said before, ladies, when you get home, take your Wonder Woman cape off. Brothers, when you get home, I don't care what you're doing, put that Superman cape on. Because you're going to need it.
Yep.
You're going to need it. If you're going to do this thing the right way, you're going to need it. So.
And then it's beautiful when it works together. When everyone's in their right place and the role, it's beautiful. It's like a dance. It's beautiful. It works well together.
Nobody's being subjugated. Nobody's getting none of that beat on and stuff. All the extremes that people. That's the first thing when you have this conversation. That's the first thing people go to. They want to go to the extreme. What if he go out? All these scenarios that people. You've seen it in coaching and counseling. People come up with some of the craziest scenarios just so they don't have to do their job.
Yeah.
It works better this way, guys. Trust me. So, with that.
Enough said.